Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of ETV News. I'm Mackenzie Fain.
And I'm Erin Fitzsimons.
Since 2014, residents of Flint, Michigan have been lacking the simple necessity of clean water. The water that residents have been drinking is contaminated with lead as well as a trace of E. coli. This has affected the most vulnerable inhabitants, including children, the elderly, and pets. Eastern is collecting cases of bottled water to assist Flint. The project is called #FreshWaterFlint. Full cases of water are acceptable. Please, no loose bottles. Donations will be picked up at all dormitories on campus. You can also drop off cases to the Women's Center. Help people of Flint, Michigan, and donate as much as you guys can.
Tickets for the senior trip are only $10 at the Student Center Information Desk and include transportation to and from the casino, as well as a meal voucher to be used at any of the restaurants at Mohegan. You must use transportation to receive the food voucher. To attend, you must be a graduating senior eligible to walk at commencement and be at least 21 years of age with a valid ID. If you're a senior, make sure to purchase your ticket. The trip will take place on Friday, March 11th.
Arts and Culture Series is an annual event that brings the after-school programs from Sweeney, Burroughs, North Windham, Windham Center, and Natchog Elementary Schools to Eastern for an educational event to enrich the students in various aspects of certain culture. This year, the theme is Ireland. The cultures will be explored through stations and activities that allow the children to experience food, dance, music, literature, language, and the art of Ireland. The event will be held in the Betty Tipton Room and runs from 1 to 6 p.m. on March 17th. You may register on Eastern's community engagement page.
On Wednesday, March 9th, CAB hosted comedian Chris James in the Betty Tipton Room. ETV reporter Julian Lopez was there for the event.
I'm Julian Lopez with ETV News here at CAB's late night comedy show, Laugh with Eastern. Let's check it out. On March 10th at 8 p.m., CAB welcomed Chris James and his opening act to Eastern's BTR, where students enjoyed a successful event. There was a great turnout. We spoke with CAB's host, Tanya, about the show and upcoming events.
Well, we have different coordinators, and then I'm the community coordinator. So, we're trying to have different events that we think the students are gonna like, and then this is what I've been stressed this week, and I feel like this really helped me. So I think that's why we're doing it, just to help other students, just get out of the room, do something.
Students enjoyed sliders and tater tots, while comedian Chris James delivered his unique style that had students laughing all night. I spoke with Chris James after the show.
The crowd tonight you could tell they were very emotionally connected to some of the material. They would do oohs and ahs instead of laughing. So that was to show they were very sensitive, but they still enjoyed the show. They were very engaged. And that was really nice.
Reporting with ETV News, I'm Julian Lopez. Keep laughing, Eastern.
Thank you, Julian. Another great event put on by CAB.
Get ready to donate blood. This 2-day blood drive is one of 4 for the 2015-2016 academic year. The drive is open to students, faculty, and staff, as well as community residents. The blood is donated to area hospitals and medical facilities by the American Red Cross. 4 volunteers are needed each hour to help check in donors and serve snacks to those who have donated.
In the Betty Tipton Room of the Student Center is where the infamous Mr. Eastern event will be held on Tuesday evening, March 15th from 6 to 11 p.m. This is an event where male students of Eastern compete in a pageant where they will be judged on one and will be crowned the 2016 Mr. Eastern.
Eastern student Will Speno went out yesterday to find out how everyone was spending their day with this beautiful weather. Let's take a look.
It's a beautiful day here at Eastern. Everyone's outside doing stuff, and I'm going to ask them about it. Here we go. How are you spending this lovely day that we've finally been gifted?
Well, we first sat down and she took her shoes off, debated on rolling down the hill maybe.
Studying, eating with my friends outside. It's a really nice day.
Doing homework and then going to run later.
I am spending it on top of the Fine Arts Hill, laying down, listening to some good tunes. I did some homework, but then I was like, yeah, it's too nice. What is homework?
I've never seen this many people out and about since orientation week, so.
Yeah, me either, honestly. It's been too long. It's glad to see this hill's finally open too for people to just sit around on. Everyone's spending this gorgeous day relaxing outside. You should do the same. I think I'm going to do the same as well. This is Will Speno signing off for Eastern, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Will. I cannot wait for more days like this to come.
CAB will be hosting a late-night St. Patrick's Day Festival on Saturday, March 12th from 9 p.m. to midnight in the Student Center lobby. This event will celebrate the culture of St. Patrick's Day. There will be Irish food, music, and several St. Patrick's Day themed games. Don't miss this great event.
Stop by the Science Center building lobby on Friday, March 11th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. to purchase delicious popcorn, cookies, brownies, and other delicious baked goods exclusively from the Biochemistry Club. Treat yourself on your way in or out of the Science Building.
This semester, SGA has been coordinating to rework the shuttle bus schedule. Students have made plenty of complaints of the bus never being on time, the shuttle bus app not working correctly, and have questioned the route of the Walmart. After hearing these complaints, Eastern Student Government has been working hard on a new shuttle bus schedule that will solve students' problems by cleaning up the route, getting the app to work effectively and efficiently, and will change the bus route so that the bus will now end up bringing students to UConn on the weekend instead of Walmart. The new bus will be taking place in several weeks. If students have any more complaints or they would like to change or any ideas, they can always make suggestions in the SGA office located downstairs in the Student Center.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with Stephanie Alvarez and her opinion on Ashley Graham.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher. Or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life?
Make me excited about science like you.
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Hello, Eastern. My name is Stephanie Alvarez, and welcome to this week's editorial. I want to discuss a name that has become very famous in the past couple weeks, Ashley Graham. For those of you who aren't familiar with her work, Ashley Graham is a 28-year-old supermodel that has recently been honored as the first plus-size model to be featured on the cover of Sports Illustrated. This accomplishment not only sends a message to the world about the changing ideals of beauty, but also signifies the important changes the fashion industry is recently undergoing. While this major event has had people talking about Ashley's beauty and impeccable modeling talent, most people don't know that she's also a successful entrepreneur and body image advocate. In January 2016, Ashley was named Forbes magazine's coveted 30 Under 30 list and was featured on the cover of the magazine's January issue alongside top celebrities and entrepreneurs. She has multiple collaborations with different high-end businesses such as H&M, Lane Bryant, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, and Edition L that all focus on creating wardrobe and accessories for women of all sizes. As a role model and body activist, Ashley is regularly invited to speak at numerous high schools and girls groups about body image, self-acceptance, and female empowerment. Her first TED Talk, Plus Size, More Like My Size, was given in April 2015. She is also a co-founder of ALDA, a collective group of models that represents beauty beyond size and challenges conventional notions within the fashion industry. When asked about how she felt about all the publicity surrounding the Sports Illustrated cover in an interview with Refinery29.com, Ashley stated, "I feel like people have been waiting to see more diversity in the pages of magazines like this one for years. I just happen to be the lucky girl to break the glass ceiling first. It's not so much about my personal photo being the focus of the magazine, but more about the way it'll make women and men feel around the country when they see a body just like theirs being called beautiful." Powerful stuff. By using her own femininity and sexual expression with unapologetic confidence, she is paving the way for other women to lead their lives in the same way. With rebels like Graham and other plus-size heroines leading the way, 2016 is slowly starting to become a year of real change for men and women all over the world. This is a message being advocated on all sides of the entertainment industry. This means there's no longer an ideal shape to obtain. You can strive to be as thin as Kendall Jenner, as athletic as Ronda Rousey, or as curvaceous as Graham, and that is truly extraordinary. Just keep that in mind next time you scrutinize yourself in front of a mirror. Thank you for joining me tonight, Eastern. My name is Stephanie Alvarez. See you next week.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org. They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
As an American, it's hard to hear that we have a serious hunger issue in our country. And as a parent, it's even harder to hear that 1 in 5 of our kids struggles with hunger, especially when billions of pounds of good food are wasted every year. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide billions of meals to families in need right in your community. Visit feedingamerica.org to support Feeding America and your local food bank. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
Welcome back. I'm Amanda Zeitel, and I'm here with Randy Rubenstein and Ivan Rakilme, the co-founders of the Libro app. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
So what exactly is Libro?
So what Libro is, it's a textbook peer-to-peer textbook exchange to allow students to make more money on their textbooks as well as save money. So it goes both ways, and it just really to help out all the students.
Okay, and what process did you have to go through to make it?
At the beginning, I was originally an intern with one of the other co-founders, Parker Sant, and we were developing another app. And when we went into the market, we were told that we need to start smaller because we were looking for too much money for the too much funding money for the original app. And I went to him and said, "Hey, I have an idea. What do you think we can do about this?" So it starts with the idea, and then putting the team together. So I originally went to Jeremy Battier, who unfortunately couldn't be with us as well, and to help coding because I know he has a background in that. Who brought on Yvonne eventually, and they did all the coding on it and so on and so forth. So
And I don't know, from there, like, we had to learn different programming languages. We started from scratch. We had to, you know, like, design database, create the entire design of the app, make sure that everything works perfect. And it was definitely challenging for us.
So what role did you play exactly?
I am the lead database engineer.
Okay.
Jeremy Buddy is the lead programmer.
And then Park and I, Park funds the entire project, and we also do the marketing and a lot of, the marketing pretty much, and getting the word out there and the ideas and figuring it all out.
So why would people choose Libro instead of choosing something else similar?
One of the quotes we've been going by is that the simplicity is in its beauty, or rather the beauty is in its simplicity. And we say that because, one, someone else said that to us, so we took it from her, thank you. And what it is you can scan the ISBN number of any textbook or any book that you're trying to sell or buy. And I don't know if you've ever used Amazon or Chegg or something like that, but when you go to sell a book, you have to put in the author, the ISBN, sometimes the weight, the height of the book, width rather, and it can be just a big process just to sell one book that, I mean, it is expensive, a lot of them are, but it's hard. So what the ISBN scanner does is it takes all the information and the picture of the book, so you don't have to go fool around trying to get a picture of a book and everything else. So it makes it really simple for students to use.
And how can you assure that the money in the books are exchanged correctly and there's no scams or anything goes wrong?
We had to put like special attention in the security part of the app. You know, we're handling money, we're handling like with user information. So we had to spend a lot of time making sure that the money gets transferred to the buyer seller's account at the right time, you know, and making sure that the information is encrypted and all of that. So we had spent like a lot of time in testing every part of the application, making sure that everything works as it should, and yeah, it's been.
So do the people bring the books and then exchange the money, or how?
So what we did is we have on the app, it will say, for instance, Randy's in Willimantic. So I can say, okay, or we'll use Yvonne. Yvonne's in Willimantic. So okay, Yvonne, I'm going to buy the book first, and then it brings me to a page where I can email him and say, okay, can I either meet you at the student center, or if, I don't know, I'm in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, whatever, can you mail me the book or ship me the book? So it brings both aspects to it.
Okay. Do you know how many people have used this so far?
So far, we have around 5,000 users and thousands of books in the application. So we released the app in October 2015. So it's been like 6 months, pretty much. And people like it. Like, we have gotten like a lot of feedback from them saying that they like how easy it is, and so yeah, we're pretty happy about that.
And where do you see it a year from now or a couple years from now?
Definitely still growing. I mean, in like 6, 7, 8 months, they put together the iOS version, the Apple version, the Android version, the app. We have the website. We have a blog, and the Facebook page, and all social media, and just a lot of growth in it.
Yeah, we also would like to expand to local bookstores and make sure that we support them and help, you know, grow books help people buy books in the community.
Yeah, great. Is there anything else you guys want to say about the app?
You can download it, test it out, and
yeah, definitely use it.
You can go to our website, libro-app.com, and
libro-app.com.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
We're going to take another quick break, but we'll be right back with Julian Lopez and his sports update.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com.
You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to getschool.com.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Welcome back. I'm Zach Burnett filling in for Julian Lopez with this week's sports update. The 2016 women's basketball season is in the books after they took an early exit out of the first round after losing to top-ranked Amherst. Aaron Brooks led the team with 14 points and Joe Rytrowski added 10. What a season it was for the women's team and their season. The women's lacrosse team evened their season record going to 2-2 on the year after defeating Worcester State Saturday 13-10. Paige Snyder helped contribute to the victory with 5 goals, while teammate Katie Burke found the back of the net as well for 3 goals and 2 assists. Katie Burke totals now go to 10 goals and 9 assists on the season, while Paige Snyder right beside her with 10 goals of her own. Both of these two led their teams in goals. The women's next game comes this Saturday at home against Wellesley at noon. Wellesley is riding a 2-game winning streak into their game after defeating Endicott 10-9. Good luck this weekend, ladies. For the men's lacrosse side, they're finally having their first home opener tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Come support the men's team as they take on a 2-2 Plattsburgh State. Plattsburgh State is currently on a 2-game winning streak as they play visitor at the Mansfield Outdoor Sports Complex. Eastern is coming off their first loss of the year against Oneonta State this past Saturday, 14-8. Kent Titan and Tim Riley both scored a team-high 2 goals, but it wasn't nearly enough. Eastern was held scoreless in the second and third quarters. With baseball season right around the corner, we take a look at how this year will shape up for the Warriors with this week's season preview. ETV Sports sat down with head baseball coach Matt LeBranch.
Expectations for the 2016 season is to be competitive day in and day out to try to build on the success that we finished with in 2015. 2015 team came through some adversity and finished on a really positive note by getting to the conference championship game. We just want to carry that over to this year and try to build on that and just be competitive day in and day out. For us to improve and to get back to potentially finishing first in the regular season and potentially winning the LECs outright, the team just needs to get a little bit better in all phases. And what I mean by that is we need to get a little bit deeper on the mound. We need to be a little bit tougher top to bottom in the lineup, a little more dangerous top to bottom in the lineup offensively. We need to be a little bit more consistent defensively. In particular, be able to turn more double plays. Just eliminate more scoring opportunities for our opponents. We're excited to be hosting the regional. That's something that's always been a real tradition here at Eastern Connecticut. The number of times that we have hosted it, we're viewing hosting the tournament more as motivation than pressure. We have a fairly young team, which I said finished on a positive note last year, so we're using it more for motivation to take that next step and have the opportunity to get back in the NCAA tournament and compete on our home field. And so there's enough pressure playing in this program and coaching this program to carry on the tradition that is Eastern baseball. So we're trying not to put any more pressure on ourselves in terms of that piece of it, just use it as more incentive to play our best. Very strong strength schedule again this year. It will mirror in a lot of ways the schedule last year, playing the very best, competition available to us. Our Florida trip gives us an opportunity to play some of the top teams from other parts of the country. Competing in the Little East every Saturday gives you an opportunity to play. The Little East Conference itself provides some of the best competition that you can get in New England. And then midweek, we're just trying to play the teams who are historically and traditionally the top teams from their respective conferences, because those are the people that we're going to have to beat come regional time.
All I have for you this week in sports. Until next week Eastern, I'm Zach Burnett.
And that's it for this week's show. If you want to see more episodes, please visit Eastern TV at YouTube channel.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check in tune next week. Good night, Eastern.